Hi guys, how are you doing? So here I am with today's pick a card reading, which is who's coming back into your life. There's 3 options today, so please take your time to meditate over it. Please bear in mind this is an intuitive reading, so not all the meanings of the cards will be the traditional, my interpretation will not be the traditional ones. Excuse that loud noise outside, it's a crow. I've got my bedroom window open. Please will you consider joining my new Facebook group, which is through my Spiritual Candy page on Facebook. Please check the description box below. It is it's called Soul Sister Vibes. It's a sharing group for spiritual awakening and just women rising up, positive vibes, all of that. So if you would like to go over there so that we can talk to each other, support each other, and just make a nice friendship group online, please go and join. If you'd like a reading with me, it's £20, 20 minutes, and you get your reading in 24 hours. Please check the description box below. Okay, let's get on with it. So, number ones. Who's coming back into your life? I do that all the time, don't I? Turn over the wrong cards. Who's coming back into your life? Okay, so the person coming back into your life left your life because they were afraid. There was something about the relationship or their life. They had a lot of mental angst, a lot of mental noise. They were trapped in the prison of their own mind. They were fearful. They couldn't see clearly. There wasn't necessarily anything really wrong in the situation or the relationship, but they just couldn't get over their own issues, their own mental angst, okay? But the good thing is that they've given up the fight, because we've got the 8 of Swords here, we've got the 5 of Swords here. This is a sense of that they've gone within and they've surrendered. They've walked away from this battle. And the 5s are also about change and transformation. They have had some sort of realization, some sort of transformation. The Ace of Wands, for me in this deck, which is the John Holland Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, it kind of feels for me, it's passion ignited. It's like a little bit of a mini awakening, a bit of an epiphany, a light bulb moment, an aha moment, whatever you want to call it, where they kind of shed a layer, a layer of that nonsense, that overly attached to thinking, thoughts, fears, that they've shed a layer. Doesn't mean that they've become totally awakened. Doesn't mean they'll have got rid of all of their fears and problems. No, but they'll have had some sort of realization which has connected them to a greater extent with their heart. Again, I don't feel like this is a person who will have got rid of all of their issues, who will necessarily come back to you and give you everything you want or be completely healed. No, I don't get the sense of that at all. But I do feel that they will be more in their heart than they were, more connected than they were, more awakened than they were. And this is allowing them to move forwards. As they move forwards, what are they wanting to do? They're wanting to bring that cup of love towards you. This is the knight in shining armour on the white horse with the cup of love, with the emotions. Does this mean they are going to come racing back towards you and propose or whatever you want? Not necessarily. No, that's not what I necessarily mean. It's going to be appropriate for wherever they were here. And this is a significant step forwards. Okay, so for example, if your person wouldn't even reach out to you, wouldn't even speak to you, a significant move forwards for them might be that they will start to speak to you. If you live with this person, you're in a relationship with them, but they were kind of fearful about making a further commitment, like marriage, it might be a proposal. Do you see what I mean? So you do need to judge it based on your own situation. And this is a general reading, so I can't give a specific thing because it's going to be different for everybody. But it is a significant move forwards. It's something that perhaps as well you wouldn't necessarily have expected, because the Ace of Wands for me is a kind of, like I say, a significant realization, and there is a rapid and significant movement forwards here with this 8 of Wands. So this is good news, number 1. So much love to you. I will see you on tomorrow's reading. Please like and subscribe. I couldn't find where I put the cards then. So confusing. Hi number 2s, how are you doing? Hope you're really well. So who's coming back into your life? Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, I mean, I said all nice down here, but actually we need to be careful. Okay, this is lovely because this is someone that you have wished for. This is someone you have wished and hoped for. This is your heart's desire. This is the star. This is hope. This is that magical, oh, this person, and this person you love so much. This person you love, love, love so much. I do not feel this is a mild flirtation. Even if it is, it's someone that you know, even if you don't know them that well, they really got you, you know. They really got you in the heart. It could have been an almost love at first sight, or it's a real quick sort of attachment in a positive or a codependent way. Everyone's different. Everyone's at different stages. So, but there's a sense that you feel really that this person has, you know, got you in the heart department, and they disappeared, which caused significant heartbreak, you know, because the Three of Swords is heartbreak and pain. Now, this person, I feel, is coming, obviously they're coming back into your life, and they have, I feel like this in reverse is saying to some extent, like, this kind of old heartbreak is draining away. You know, you may have sort of partially got over it, which is good. You may have partially got over this, and they may have got rid of some of their old pains, because I feel like for some of you, you will be under the impression, and for some of you that's going to be true, and for some of you that's not necessarily going to be true, but they've told you that they've got issues, or you have believed they've got issues. Some of them, unfortunately, a couple of them are just playing the field, you know, they're just having a good time. Not all of them, so if that doesn't feel like you, don't be stressed or upset, because it's not the case for all. This is a general reading, but for some of them it was just, they were just players. But for some of those of you who feel like this person went out of your life and broke your heart because they had problems and issues of their own, some of those problems and issues have left. And I do feel like maybe for the odd one or two of you, this person returning is going to be positive, but on the whole, this person is not sticking around. They're going to come back in, they're going to open it all up again, and then go again, I feel. So be cautious, okay? It's not going to be the case for every single one of you, but just watch out, because this Knight of Swords, they're very passionate, they're very quick to love and hate, you know, they're really passionate, and they'll come in and they'll say all the right things and they'll do all the right things, and then they're so erratic that then maybe next week, maybe next month, they'll be off again, you know. So just be aware of that. And this can be symbolically as well. If you're in a long-term relationship with this person, it might be that they open up to you and you feel like, oh, I'm getting somewhere here, and then all of a sudden next week, tomorrow, the following day, whatever, they suddenly shut down again, you know. So so be aware of this. The Two of Wands is, you know, really is a sense of like a partnership and of things, you know, positivity, things coming together, you know, things are going to work out. And it's in reverse. I just feel like, you know, just be careful here, because I think because you love this person so much and you feel so strongly for this person, that when they come steaming back in, you could lose your head over this and believe what they're saying, even though deep down you know it's possibly not true. This is for the majority of you, not all of you. And just be aware that you have done a lot of the healing. A lot of this pain has started to heal. So, you know, just be cautious about getting involved, because I feel like this person will not stick around for the most of you. And the thing is, if you are slightly cautious, if they are going to stick around, well, then they'll stick around regardless of whether you're cautious or not, you know. So just bear that in mind. Thank you so much, number 2. So much love to you. Please like and subscribe. Hi, number 3s. How are you doing? Okay, so who is coming back into your life? I don't want to say anything till I'd laid out the cards. If you watch number 2, when I got these cards out, I was like, oh, really nice. And then it wasn't really nice. So I'm being cautious now. Not, yeah, before I pulled all cards. Okay, right. Yeah, this is a positive person re-entering your life. This was a person who was torn in two different directions. So when you split up, grew apart, whatever it was, because I do understand, I think I said this on the last reading and maybe people were watching it were like, what? When I realised that if you're watching this reading and it's who's coming back into your life, you could be with someone, but it might be that you feel they've become distant from you or whatever. So it doesn't matter whether they are, you're in a relationship with them or not. Obviously, most people watching this reading, you're not going to be in an actual relationship with them. But they're coming back into your life because they've made the decision now. And they want to come towards you. I feel like you broke up or you grew apart or something happened because they were torn in two different directions between you and someone or something else, and they chose the other way. Okay, they chose the other way. And they, you know, they went that way and maybe it didn't work out, or maybe they missed you or whatever. It's going to be different for everybody. But something about the choice they made caused like quite a lot of chaos. So it might be that the choice they made, changing their mind again on that, has caused chaos, or it might be that it caused chaos between you two or chaos in their life. But there's been some chaos and angst, I feel, on both parts. Okay, I feel though this is more for them. So the person coming into your life, you know, was torn in two different directions, and it caused a really huge amount of internal angst and issue for this person. They really felt torn apart. It was really hard for them. It was really, really difficult. They felt really quite traumatized by the whole thing, because this person is a really sweet, innocent person. When I said that once before, someone messaged me and said, well, this person isn't innocent, they're a player. So just to address what I mean by innocent, I mean innocent as an archetype. I don't mean they don't do anything wrong. They can be an innocent archetype and a player. So I mean that they have that like childlike, that sort of wondrous attitude towards life. Can be on the negative end of the scale of that. They can be a bit naive, a bit gullible, see everything in a very simplistic way, see the best in people, or, you know, not take responsibility perhaps as well. It doesn't have to be, like I say, that's just at the negative end of the spectrum. At the positive end of the spectrum, this person sees the best in every situation. They're really optimistic, they're really light, they're really fun, they see the glass half full, you know, they're prepared to take a leap of faith. They have faith in people and in humanity and in God, the world, the universe, whatever. You know, they're really uplifting people to be around, and really sweet, often really sweet and kind people to be around. Okay, so this situation was really quite angsty for them because they're not used to this level of angst. Okay, and it was a real struggle for them to get through. But this Nine of Wands is like really coming out the other end of a spiritual like battering. You know, if you remember on the Rider-Waite card of the Nine of Wands, there's that the person stood with the 9 wands and they got a bandage on their head and they're like leaning on one of the wands and they look all like bedraggled. You know, this person's gone through it to get out of the other side, but they have returned to their original state. They're not all angsty and upset and stressed anymore. There might be some remnants of this, but largely they're over it. You know, they've come out the other side. And they really dug deep, and it was a spiritual journey for them. You know, if you look here, this card, it does look like a pilgrimage. He's got his higher self all around him, holding up the ceiling, helping him along, you know. And he or she had to really dig deep, but it was worth it because they've come out the other side. This person you've been waiting for a while, the waiting game. You've been waiting for them for a while, but they are going to be coming back, and you know, you're going to feel like this was worth waiting for, and it was, you know, it's going to bring about a real success. So Fantastic. Thank you so much, number 3s. Guys, love you so much, and I'll see you on tomorrow's reading. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. See you soon.